Blessed evening viewers, welcome to Munati Evening News. To present to you Amatinachi Lubadaka. Let's take a look at the top stories making the headlines. 150 PF members join EPND in Livingstone. Zimba marketeers appeal for empowerment. Zambian companies are challenged to seize opportunities in the evolving world of commerce. We take a short break. Join us for more news. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the news in details. Over 150 Patriotic Front PF members led by their 2021 Choma Central Parliamentary candidate Gertrude Mono and mayoral candidate Collins Chilala have defected to the United Party for National Development UPND. Speaking when he received the defectors, UPND national spokesperson Cornelius Muitua has advised party members in the province to embrace new members and grow the numbers bigger ahead of 2026 elections. Mr. Muitua said the defectors have joined the UPND owing to the massive developmental programs and fulfillment of President Hakainde Hichilema's campaign promises. He said President Hakainde Hichilema has demonstrated good leadership of rebuilding the economy, job creation and uniting the country. And Mr. Muitua, who is also Choma Central Member of Parliament, availed the newly elected district leadership for Choma. Meanwhile, one of the defectors who was PF mayoral candidate in the 2021 general elections, Collins Chilala, said UPND has become so attractive to many, including the opposition, because of the leadership style of President Hakainde Hichilema. Mr. Chilala applauded President Hakainde Hichilema for reintroducing free education, employment of over 40,000 civil servants, among others. And in other news, women marketeers at Zimba Main Market have appealed to government to consider empowering them with funds. One of the marketeers, Jennifer Monde, says the funds will enable them to engage in income generation activities to sustain their livelihoods. Ms. Monde said they have not received any form of assistance despite them forming cooperatives. We are appealing to the government to empower us. We only hear of our fellow marketeers in other places, especially in towns, being empowered, yet here in Zimba we have formed women clubs, she said. Another marketeer at Mawaya Market, Mary Twambo, said most of them are female-headed households that are in dire need of income, generating ventures to enable them survive and feed their children. Ms. Twambo, a widow, said the funds, if empowered, will go a long way in boosting their businesses. Most of us here at Mawaya Market are widows and female households. Let government look at us and empower the funds, she said. And in a separate interview with Zimba Constituency Development Fund, CDF Chairman Joel Bumelo said the funds for empowerment packages are available, including for women. Mr. Bumelo said Zimba Town Council, working closely with the councillors in the district, is determined to support viable and organized women groups. Resources to empower each category of people in society that are vulnerable, women inclusive, are available, he said. He cited that 480,000 that was recently released by government for 134 cooperatives in Zimba district. We move on to another story. Nchelenge Acting Council Secretary Katepa Mbewe says the local authority has received over 23 million kwacha out of 25.7 million kwacha of the 2022 Constituency Development Fund CDF. Ms. Kabwe, who is also the district planner, disclosed that the council has so far disbursed over 4 million kwacha. He said the council is committed to ensuring that resources meant for various developmental efforts under the charge are put to good use. Ms. Kabwe told Zanis in an interview that funds for bursaries and skills development have so far been paid in various institutions. She added that most of the community projects are at the procurement stage waiting for approval from the Attorney General's office. Once approval for the pending projects is made, we will work to ensure that they are completed with the stipulated CDF guideline framework, she said. Ms. Kabwe said the release of CDF will intensify development projects that will be undertaken by local contractors and firms in the respective constitutions. She emphasized that the local authority will ensure that CDF resources are used prudently. And now we take a short break. Join us for more news. Stay tuned.
The Business Bear is a weekly Munati television production featuring professional bodies like the Economics Association of Zambia, Bankers Association of Zambia, Zambia Association of Manufacturers, governmental agencies, and other professional economists and researchers. The program provides commentary and analysis on economic topics including monetary policies, macro developments, inflation, labor economics, manufacturing, mining, energy, agriculture, and financial issues. Hosted by Lucky Munati. The program starts every Wednesday at 10 hours.
Munati.
Meaning something sweet.
Munati, your TV on the go.
Catch us anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a device and internet.
Munati TV is Zambia's first internet TV station.
And internet is just not in Zambia, meaning Munati TV cuts across all borders with viewers all the way from USA, Botswana, South Africa, the UK, and world over.
Internet is the future.
And the future is now.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Munati.
Your TV on the go.
The Business Bear is a weekly Munati television production featuring professional bodies like the Economics Association of Zambia, Bankers Association of Zambia, Zambia Association of Manufacturers, governmental agencies, and other professional economists and researchers. The program provides commentary and analysis on economic topics including monetary policies, macro developments, inflation, labor economics, manufacturing, mining, energy, agriculture, and financial issues. Hosted by Lucky Munati. The program starts every Wednesday at 10 hours.
Welcome back, and the news in details. The Zambia Institute of Human Resource Management, ZIHRM, has donated assorted cleaning materials at the Cancer Disease Hospital as part of its corporate social responsibility. ZIHRM President Mofat Nyirenda handed over the items to the hospital and thanked organizers of the ZIHRM annual golf tournament, whose proceeds were used to donate to the hospital. Mr. Nyirenda said the institute will continue to be relevant to the community through such donations in order to enhance the development of human life. And receiving the donation, Cancer Disease Hospital Senior Medical Superintendent Kennedy Lishimpi said the hospital attends to over 200 patients on a daily basis, which calls for a lot of resources. He has commended the Institute for their noble gesture, adding that the materials will go a long way in ensuring a safe and clean environment and prevent the transmission of various diseases. In another story, Commissioner of Trade and Industry of the African Union Commission, AUC, Albert Muchanga, says there is a need for the African continent to harness its potential for economic growth and development. Commissioner Muchanga has also noted that Africa has the largest market of over 1.4 billion people, which must be taken advantage of through intra and inter-trade. Zanis reports that Commissioner Muchanga mentioned that the African governments have to come together so that they address factors hindering trade imbalances with their continents and developed world. If you trade with a continent which has a huge population, you stand to benefit a lot. Let's become producers of finished products so that we flood the American market, he said. The commissioner, who held the hosting of the USA Africa Leaders Summit scheduled for December 13 to 15, 2022, said the AU, as a continental body, will always take keen interest in meetings of this nature so that the engagements result in strong partnership with the USA. Dr. Muchinga, however, pointed out that African businesses were still failing to satisfy demands of the American market, which must be worked on. He said despite AGOA having benefited only 5 African countries, including Zambia, who managed to come up with implementation strategies, the initiative has not fully benefited the continent. Exchange rates and many economic regimes are discouraging many businesses as some of the factors which still inhibits the country from leveraging trade with others, he said. Dr. Muchinga nevertheless stated that creation of the African Continental Free Trade Area, SCFTA, was a step in the right direction as some of the concerns raised are being addressed. He said the creation of the trade body was timely and must be built up to help the continent. Dr. Muchanga has called on Zambian companies to seize opportunities in the evolving world of commerce. He said the country was an emerging hub that has the potential to support the local economic site in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, car battery project, and the Zambia-Zimbabwe agro-farming project, which will see Zambia grow agriculture produce from the continent. Meanwhile, the advocacy organization championing trade justice between Africa and developed countries has urged African leaders to take advantage of the U.S. African Leaders Summit to engage the President Joseph Biden's administration to give Africa a deal that will benefit both sides. Fresh Credit Data founder Kadiri Adaba says, for years now, Western governments have used methods and tactics which have made it difficult for Africa to gain financing cheaply for its infrastructure and other services. Dr. Adaba, who is also attending the summit, said his organization will continue lobbying for an improvement in the way developed countries score African states who seek financial aid. The 2022 U.S. African Leaders Summit is being hosted by President Joseph Biden and has invited 49 African heads of state and other leaders from across Africa to take place from 13 to 15 December 2022 and will converge in Washington, D.C. The first USA Africa Leaders Summit was held in 2014 under President Barack Obama's administration. And as we end the news, we take a look at the headlines once again. 150 PF members join UPND in Livingstone. Zimba marketeers appeal for employment. Zambian companies are challenged to seize opportunities in the evolving world of commerce. From the entire Munati News production crew, it's have a blessed night.